to me, it's been the highlight of the Olympics. The men's tournament, honestly, Scott, I just don't care. I can't stand saying that, but it's so different too, because I got my day job with the NHL here. Really, that's my main focus. There's a lot going on there, and now you've got the Olympic tournament at the same time as that. It's like too much. And the men's game, without the intrigue of the NHL players, it just doesn't have that it factor for me. Whereas the women's game, this is the pinnacle. This is the best of the best. USA versus Canada for the 30,000th time. We're going to see who's the best team this year. I'll be like you though. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock, 10:30. I can't stay up, so it will be on the DVR, or whatever we call that via streaming these days. But yeah, it's intriguing because in a game like that, in a series like that, all it can really take is one big performance from a player or a goaltender to win a gold medal. That's the craziness of these tournaments. And you just never know. There's so much intrigue. I feel, Scott, I feel like in a 7-game series, more often than not, the best team wins. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah. And you go to tournaments like this, man, and chaos can reign supreme, my friend, right?
Yeah. There's no question. Well, and I wonder, so, for me, and I've been, you follow along some of the reporting, and again, it's, maybe it's much ado about nothing. And the fact that we are at this point, as we seem to, I think every time but one, and I believe that was 2006 in Torino, when the Americans got knocked off by Sweden, I believe, in the semifinals. But it seems inevitable. I'll do Thanos. It is inevitable. But is that okay? Like, are you troubled by it? I saw some reporting, maybe there shouldn't be women's hockey at the Olympics, which honestly, I don't even get where that comes from. But does it matter to you as a hockey person, someone who, you're engaged in women's hockey, you understand the grassroots part of it, but you also understand the greater scope of the game. Does it matter that it's Canada, US again? Because I think, the competition has been good, but it's still Canada, US, and then a country mile to the next. But maybe you just have to, that's okay. That's part of the evolution, or are you troubled by it?
Well, did they get rid of slalom skiing when Alberto Tomba wiped the board for 35 years straight as the greatest skier to ever live with the most amazing name, punching flags coming down the hill?
Good call.
They didn't get rid of that event, did they? Because of Alberto Tomba. No. There's 2 teams that can win. Man, I'm so sick of this. Honestly, I think we just struck a chord. Listen, now I'm awake. There are events in the Olympics that probably have less than 200 people in the world doing them. They're making up competitions. It's like, hey, man, snowboarding, let's make a course down the hill. This should be an Olympic event. That hasn't existed for more than maybe 10 years, and you send them one at a time for a time trial down the hill, and that's an Olympic event. I'm sorry, man. You can't just walk out the back door and go grab a board and go down a bobsled run on your snowboard, man. That's so specialized. And we're going to compare that to a sport that's played. Women's hockey must be played by, at bare minimum, tens of thousands of women worldwide.
Truth.
Hundreds of thousands of women worldwide. Okay. And and there's talk that it shouldn't be an Olympic event. What do you have to strive to if there aren't teams that are at the top of the mountain? Do you just want parity in this life? Do we just want to have everybody to have a chance? Do we not want to have goals and aspirations and things to shoot for and improvement to find if you're a country that sucks right now? I guess there's my answer. There's sports in Winter Olympics that have been created in the last 10, 20 years. And I'm sorry, man. There can't be a lot of people doing them. And to take away a sport that's played by so many people on the grand scale that provides thrilling entertainment, you can't get rid of that. Are they crazy? Who thinks like that?